Canadians are finally and undeniably reaching a breaking point after 11 years of the Liberal government lying time and time and time again. These people are compulsive liars who are trying to pull a sleight of hand, destroying Canada while they're making it stronger. It's undeniable. Anybody who's spent the entirety of their life in Canada knows that by every objective measure, this country has gotten substantially worse over the past 11 years, and it's not a mistake. It's being done intentionally. On the immigration front, we've allowed nearly 8 million people in the country, unprecedented growth in the past decade, and 5 out of 6 immigrants are considered middle or low skill workers. Basic supply and demand economics 101 says that you flood the zone with supply, demand is going to drop. That's exactly what we've seen in the Canadian economy. Recent study came out, GDP per capita, 50 countries measured in the past decade, Canada dead last, and that's largely to do with our insane immigration policies, saying nothing of what it's done to the culture in this country. You cannot go to a major city without massive disruptive protests on a nearly daily basis. Tens of thousands of angry masked people, many of them clearly recent immigrants. I can only imagine if Canadians were to show up in the Middle East and do the same. But immigration, Liberals will say to your face, it's made our country stronger, it's made Canada so much better. Those of us who have lived our lives here know that the absolute opposite of that is true. Next up is woke policies. They'll tell us that we just need to give people a chance, that we live in a bigoted society. What they've actually done is they've turned our society into bigoted against long-term Canadians, white men. You can't apply for a job without them asking you, are you Indigenous? Are you a woman? Are you disabled? They have absolutely destroyed what was once a meritocratic society and turned it into a dystopian nightmare where long-time Canadians are losing out on job opportunities. Youth unemployment is at 17.6%, the highest it's been since the 80s. And that's because companies are literally incentivized to hire foreigners over Canadians. It's truly disgusting. We have ESG policies. We've been told that we need to implement green initiatives in order to save the planet, but all it's done is destroy our economy. Canada is an incredibly resource-rich country, but we're not taking advantage of that whatsoever. As I cited earlier, 50th out of 50 in GDP per capita growth. It's only a very small group of elites like Mark Carney at Brookfield who benefit from these ESG policies, while everyday Canadians suffer more and more. Our oil and gas industry is getting absolutely crushed because of these green policies. Meanwhile, Mark Carney and a very small subset of Liberal elites get rich hand over fist. Our old environment minister, Stephen Guilbeault, was found siphoning over $230 million to companies he's involved with. Trudeau was the most corrupt prime minister in Canadian history. The WE scandal, the WE charity scandal, just to name a few. It's been absolutely disgusting. We're told that Canada is becoming safer, but you look at the violent crime statistics across every major violent crime statistic in the past decade. These aren't up marginally, they're up majorly. Violent crime is up 33% in the past decade. Crimes against women, 66%. Petty crimes up over 80%. And this is due to things like the safe supply law. You can't walk around a Canadian city without seeing open crack smoking. It's truly disturbing to walk around many areas of Canadian cities, and this is being done intentionally. You think the Liberal elites ever have to deal with what they've done to our Canadian cities? Of course not. So you get lied to again and again and again, and I can just tell a breaking point is coming. Canadians are saying enough is enough. We're going to break free from the chains that the Liberals are trying to impose on us. Look at free speech. Canada has always prided itself on being a country with free speech. Bill C-60 that they're trying to pass can see you put under house arrest and an ankle bracelet for pre-crimes. If a citizen reports you to unelected bureaucrats that they believe you are likely to post something hateful in the future, you can be placed under house arrest. You can get lifetime imprisonment for so-called incitement to genocide, long prison terms for fomenting vilification or detestation as the government sees it. They are going for your mouth. They're going for free speech in this country, and they're even more aggressive about it than they are in the UK and Britain. And Canadians are reaching a breaking point. We're not stupid. We're a proud people, and you can only lie to somebody's face so many times before they say you're full of crap. And we're at that breaking point. I'm going to be organizing rallies in mid-September when finally our government gets back to Parliament. Stay tuned to the channel. Like, subscribe if you're interested in supporting. Hit the link in the bio. Donate, grab some gear, because I know the Canadians are ready to stand up as they are in Australia, are in the UK. We've been lied to time after time after time for the past decade plus. It's time to break free from the chains of this liberal insanity and fight back and have a fun time doing it, because these evil people are not going to get away with it. We're a strong, proud country that is not going to be dug into the ground by Mark Carney and a bunch of woke clowns.